Welcome to BusyLizzy Fitness and a Pilates class this morning. We'll do about 30 minutes of Pilates, and all you need is your mat, and you could put on some music if that helps you. Otherwise, we don't need anything else. Let's head over to the mat and get moving for this morning. All right, we're going to start in a neutral position on your mat. So lying down on your mat with your knees bent. And our warm-up begins with a head roll today. Just lightly and gently rolling your head side to side. Feeling some freedom in the neck and allowing the head to be fully supported by the mat. Bring the head back to center and lengthen the back of the neck by tipping the chin just slightly. Let's move on to the shoulders. We're going to lift the arms up overhead and rotate around in a circle. Lifting the arms up and over. Continuing that. Arms coming up and over. I'm just going to adjust my music. I feel like it's a little bit loud this morning. Arms up and over. Keep going. And we're going to go the other direction. Arms are going to sweep around and up over the head. Right now, we are not paying any attention to keeping our core stable. We're just allowing the rib cage to float and the arms to reach through their range of motion. Bringing the arms to the mat on the last one. Allow the palms to rest on the floor. We're going to tip through the hips, gently pressing the lower back into the floor and lifting the lower back off the mat. Tipping gently. Lower back down and up. Down and up. Down and up. Tipping those hips. And allowing the lower back to come to rest in a gentle curve. Let's tip the knees side to side. Still warming up through the lower body. Allowing the hip joint, the lower back to get some range of motion. Bringing the knees to center. Let's draw one knee up to the chest, out to the side, and then reach the toe all the way down. Draw up towards the chest. Rotate out to the side, extend the toe down, and again, up, side, and down. Really feel this waking up the hip joint. Out to the side and down. Let's go the other direction with that same leg. Drawing the toe out to the side as the knee comes out. Fold the knee inward and then reach the toe long. Slide the toe and knee outward, draw the knee inward, and reach down. Let's do that 2 more times. If this range of motion feels a little bit much for you, just take it smaller. Much smaller is fine. Placing that foot down. Starting with the other leg. Fold the leg in, allow the knee to reach upward and the toes to reach down. Folding in, out, and down. So maintaining your vision on the ceiling right now. Once you've seen how this works, try and do a few of them without looking at the camera. And one more. We're going to change directions. When we lengthen that leg, this time bring the knee out to the side, fold the knee inward, and draw that leg straight down. Remember, you can pause and ask a question. You can't really pause the video, but you can certainly take a break from what we're doing and ask a question. I will be able to answer your questions once we get to the end of the workout. Let's finish there and place that foot down on the mat. Let's build our pillar. We're going to inhale and lengthen through the back of the neck. And that's when I remind myself to tuck that chin down just a little bit, leaving room for your fist. Inhale, lengthen. And as you exhale, we're going to draw in through the pelvic floor, the powerhouse 1 inch below the navel. The rib cage is going to knit tight like you're wearing a corset, and the sternum is heavy. Inhale, release. Exhale, draw in again. Pelvic floor, powerhouse, navel, rib cage draws down, sternum is heavy. Inhale and release. We will add on to that. Exhale, pelvic floor, powerhouse, navel draws in, rib cage is steady and strong, sternum is heavy. Inhale now, the arms come up and we're doing those arm circles, but we're keeping the rib cage still this time. Inhaling up, exhaling as the arms sweep down. Now, if you're peeking for the visual here, you'll notice that my arms aren't going all the way to the floor anymore. And this is because I'm really trying to keep my rib cage settled. Rib cage is down towards the hips, tethered to the hips in all directions. One more time, this direction. And we'll go the other way. Inhaling the arms up and then chopping through the air with some strength. Keep in mind that you can breathe into a supported core. You just have to think of it like a balloon, stretching and breathing outward in all directions. And then as you exhale, squeezing inward in all directions. Don't relax. Keep everything squeezed. One more time. Inhaling as you reach around. Exhaling as you chop down through the air. And then finally, palms down. We're going to release and allow that rib cage to lift up again and the belly to be soft. Very good. So that completes the warm-up section. We're going to carry on now to a couple of the exercises, linking them together, starting with the hundreds. So inhaling and lengthening the back of the neck. As you exhale, pelvic floor, powerhouse, navel, rib cage, and sternum are heavy. Inhale as the arms float up and exhale into position. Arms are parallel to the floor. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 10. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 20. If you need a little extra support for your head, allow your head to rest in one of your hands. 30. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 40. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 50. For more advanced participants, knees can be here. 60. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 70. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 80. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 90. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. 100. Inhale, head and shoulders back to the mat. Arms rise up. Exhale, arms come down. Keep the body strong. We're going to inhale and begin our roll-ups. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale at the top. Exhale, one vertebra at a time, rolling down. Inhale as the arms come overhead. I will demonstrate a partial roll-up. Exhale up. Inhale where you get stuck. Exhale down. Inhale as the arms come over the head. Exhale up. Inhale at the top, wherever that is for you. Exhale down. 3 more. Yes, you can hear me breathing. That forceful exhalation through the teeth really helps to engage the lower abdominal muscles that we are training. And it will help you get through that sticky spot as we rise up. Believe it or not, I've lost count. I'm going to do one more. Inhale overhead. Exhale as you travel up. Scoop through the hips, scoop through the belly. Inhale overhead. We're at the top. Exhaling down, we're going to move right into the rollover prep. Legs come up to center. Turn those toes slightly out. We're going to inhale and draw up our toes forward and slightly open. Exhale, draw those toes down and close. Inhale and open. Exhale and close. The toes are not moving any further than mat width apart. And the square or rectangle that you're making is going about from your shoulders to wherever you can reach down and extend. The further you reach those heels toward the floor, the more challenging this is. This is called the rollover prep. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Draw the feet together and bring them to center. We're moving on to the next exercise. Try and keep this whole area nice and strong. Left leg comes down to the floor. Right leg is extended out of the hip up to the ceiling. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, make sure your pelvic floor, powerhouse, navel, rib cage, and sternum are drawn down. We're going to circle 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Other direction. Everything stays still except that hip joint. 2, 3. The leg is moving like a mortar and pestle within that hip joint. And 5. Keep everything tight as you switch sides. That left leg extending and circle 1. With your peripheral vision, check that your knee is staying as still as possible as you do that circle. Let's go the other direction. Inhale, circle 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And let's draw that knee down. Very nice set. Let's release the belly, release that pillar, and breathe. Moving up to a seated position, you can do your roll up to get there, or you can simply rock and roll till you're seated. Crossing the heels behind and coming into tabletop position. Hands are directly beneath the shoulders, knees are directly beneath the hips. Inhale, lengthen the back of the neck, tucking the chin in slightly. Exhale, draw in the pelvic floor, powerhouse, navel, rib cage, and sternum. There is your Pilates pillar. From here, we're going to inhale, lengthen once again, drawing tailbone away from head, and then exhale and tucking the tailbone first and leading there, rounding the back toward the ceiling until all the air is blown away. Inhale when you need to a lengthened position. You follow your breath. If I am not moving quickly enough for you through this exhalation and inhalation, follow your breath. When you're ready to exhale, tuck and round. When you're ready to inhale, inhale and lengthen and strengthen. 2 more. Good. Feeling strong and steady even in that last inhalation. And as we pause here and breathe, strong and steady. If you were to have a small child do a piggyback on your back right now, you would be fine. You would not go into sway back. Very strong, very steady. Good work. Let's cross those heels behind and transition back to a seated position. From here, we're going to do this, what I call the Fab Four, all right? So we're going to do 4 different exercises with a lot of core strength involved. Make sure that you pause the camera and watch, and then carry on and join in when you can turn your head back to your alignment. We're going to start with a single leg stretch. We're transitioning from this seated position. Your right hand is on your right ankle, and your left hand is on your shin. Inhale and lengthen. As we build our pillar, we slide into C shape and come right down on the lower back. Inhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Doing 10, and 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, modified 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Inhale, tuck in a little tighter. We're going to reach out, and then exhale and squeeze into that little ball. Head and shoulders are off the mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale and squeeze. You may not be able to see this from the camera angle, but the heels stay together. Do not spread the heels out as you reach up. Heels stay together, zipped up through that center line. Exhale and tuck. 2 more. Inhale and exhale. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Single straight leg. The right leg comes up, the left leg comes down. Inhale twice to tap this foot. Exhale, scissor. Inhale. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, modified, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Feet come down to the mat, head and shoulders down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, C shape and tuck in. Hands are supporting the head. The head is resting in the hand. Look over one shoulder. Inhale as you float up, shoulder blades high. Exhale as you squeeze the other way. Crisscross. Stage 1. The elbows are wide and banking like an airplane, not folding like butterfly wings. Adding on. If you wish, adding on an extended leg. Last one each side. Bring the body back to center. Knees are in. We're going to take a good relaxation now. Rolling those knees in and out. And then in a circle. Feeling a massage on your lower back. Other direction. And rolling up to seated. If this works for you. If not, turn over on your side, pushing up to seated. Spine stretch. We're going to sit in the center of our mat with our heels about mat width apart. Flatten the bottoms of the feet. Inhale, rise up. keeping your shoulders stacked above your hips. As you exhale, C shape and press the back away. Shoulders stay over the hips. Inhale into your open back. And exhale, travel up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, press the back away. Imagine a Roman blind folding. Inhale. And exhale, up. Inhale, notice the shoulders stay down away from the ears. Inhale. Exhale, check those shoulders, press them down. Inhale into that open back. Exhale, up. Inhale there. 2 more. When you do your inhalation, be sure to stay strong. Remember, we are breathing into a supported core always. And release. Very good. Shaking out those legs. Just checking my time. We're doing great. Okay, we're going to move on to our challenge tracks. Same ones that we did last week. Turning over onto your hands and knees as I just find this music. The music is going to keep me on rhythm. If you can't hear it, don't worry about it. We're still going to go with the rhythm and just do your best to follow along. Let's do this. From your hands and knees, keeping your core nice and strong. Then we're going to tuck those toes under, showing you the full expression of this the first time through, and then showing modifications as we return to this movement pattern. Shoulders are down, belly is strong, and we're ready for coming into downward dog. Let's see it. Downward dog, and now plank. Now we're going to pull those knees in 4 times. 3, 2, do it again. Downward dog, and plank, and knees come in. Now we're going to settle to the floor. You can put your knees down if you prefer. Shoulders roll back. Do a little tricep press. And then wave those arms, reach them around and place them back under the shoulders. Let's do it again. Shoulders back. Tricep press. And reach those shoulders, those arms around. Place beneath the shoulders. Very good. Let's come. And to our downward dog. Plank. And knee. 1, 2, 3. Here's a modified version. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lowering down from the knees or from the toes. Shoulders back. Press back. Reach the arms around and place them under the shoulders. Do it again. Roll back. Press back. And reach the arms around. Placing under the shoulders. You can do a full push-up if you're keen. Bring those knees in. Toes are ready. Downward dog or plank or tabletop. Knees pull in or toes tap out. So tabletop or downward dog and a tap. 2 choices. You pick your favorite. Come on down. Shoulders back. Press back. Reach around and place those hands under the shoulders. Keep the shoulders lifted. Even as you reach those arms around, keep those shoulders lifted. Very nice. Let's push it up. Knees down. We're going to take a stretch. Everybody into that beautiful shell stretch. Back into your plank or knee plank. Lift one leg and lift the other leg. Good. Back to that child pose or shell stretch. Back to your plank. Good. Or knee plank. One leg up and back down. Other leg up and back down. Let's set it up for that little combo one more time. Lift up to downward dog or to child. Plank and knee. I'm going to stay with this version. Remember, you can do child pose to tabletop and tap the toe out. Woo, saying one thing, doing another, challenge. Woo, and plank. We're going to come down to the floor. Good, shoulders back. Let's press those arms back and clasp the hands. Open up those shoulders, lift as high as you can. One foot comes up and floats and then comes down. Other foot floats and then comes down. Keep breathing. Strong core. Both heels are up now and tapping. Remember, you're breathing into that strong core. Arms coming around. Are you ready? We're going to take it back up. Here we go. And last combo here. Strong and knees. Down dog or child. Tabletop or plank and knee. Knees down and slide back. Woo! Beautiful. All right, we're just going to leave it at that one challenge track today because we did a whole lot more on our back previously in this program, and I don't want to overuse those core muscles. So let's move on to a stretch because I think you deserved it. If you were working as zesty as I was today, it's time for a cool down. All right, so we're going to bring one foot out and one foot tucked in. We're going to reach up out of our sitting bones. I'm going to adjust my top because it's about to be an angle straight to the camera. Lifting up and pressing the belly towards the thigh and then reaching the arms out as far as you can comfortably reach. Very good. How did that feel today? I've got my live going on right now, so you can answer me when we're finished stretching, or if your keyboard is close enough, you can answer me. I will try and respond to all of your questions, whether they be on the live Facebook feed or whether they be in the comments below the YouTube posted video. Come on up. Let's take that straight leg and take it over across the thigh. An alternate to this would be to put it on the front of your shin. A little bit less hip action there if that's better for you. Wrap around with the opposite arm. Use your hand to post on the floor, be nice and tall, and rotate around looking over your shoulder. Feel your breath now as your belly pushes into your thigh when you breathe in, and then releases as you breathe out, and take that opportunity to go a little bit deeper into that twist if it's comfortable. Good. We're going to unwrap this top leg and let it come all the way around, opening up the hip. Slide into a reach here if you like. And we're letting that hip press forward. I'm in the sound of silence right now because I thought I'd put on a cool down song, but for some reason the iPod was not listening to me. But that's okay. Let's reach up and bring our foot into the center for a butterfly stretch. Okay, I did not cue right or left feet, so hopefully you'll remember which one you used and use the other one now. So we're going to start with our stretch on this side, so extending that other leg and lifting up out of your hips, pressing your belly towards your thigh. Reaching the belly towards the thigh first and then allowing the arms to reach out. And you can use your ankle, shin, wherever you can reach for a little bit of support. And we can use the same technique for this stretch that I mentioned during the twist. When you breathe in, you notice that your belly allows you to float up a little bit. As you exhale, the belly allows you to fall into that stretch a little bit more deeply. So without forcing it, your breath can help you extend your stretch. Good. We're going to inhale and come up. And that straight leg is going to cross either to the shin or across the thigh. Keep the sitting bones on the mat, and let's wrap around and post the fingertips or the palm behind you, lifting up nice and tall first. And then as you exhale, you have more room to twist, and you can even add a head and neck twist looking over the shoulder. Breathe a couple of times, allowing yourself to go a little deeper into that twist. And then releasing. We're going to take that top leg all the way out and around. Both knees are hooked, and we're going to press that hip forward, reaching overhead to lengthen this stretch. I can't remember whether I said we were going to do 30 minutes or 40 minutes or anyway, we're doing about 35 apparently today of this active portion of the Pilates class and including the stretch. And we're going to release. Let's bring it back into that butterfly. And sitting nice and tall. Sitting bones are feeling, you're feeling your sitting bones grounded into the mat. And we're going to exhale forward here. Allow the elbows to just support on the insides of the legs there. And the back is flat. We're going to move into an easy sitting position next, just allowing one leg in front of the other, and shoulders are nice and tall. We're going to lean over to one side using a little bit of support on the floor. Breathe into that rib, and then reaching up and over to the other side. Breathing into the rib, and reaching up. Good. For those of you on the live chat, I will be coming forward and having a chit chat with the camera, some Q&A. If you are watching on YouTube, please feel free to leave any questions you might have in the comments below. And be sure that you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, or a like if you're on Facebook, and a share. And we can share this with your friends and family and people who you think might enjoy it. Thank you so much for joining me today for this Zesty Pilates class. I have some other Pilates classes that are a little more instructional, which I will try to link on the YouTube post, just learning how to do that. So bear with me as I get all those ducks in a row on my learning curve. In any case, thank you once again for joining me today, and I hope to see you again soon.